Hello and welcome to Wunderlichville's new media studio. I'm Jason Moore. I'm going to be walking you through our Wunderlichville demo. Wunderlichville is a virtual city that we created in an application to demonstrate some of our technology and best practices, and really the core of our WunderTech libraries, which are a mated wonderware and PLC object that create efficiency in development and then operational awareness. It's really called OpWare, or Operational Awareness Framework, and that's what I'll be showing you today. Let's get started. Hello and welcome to Wunderlichville. Wunderlichville is a virtual demo that Wunderlich Engineering has created to highlight our WunderTech libraries. WunderTech Operational Awareness Framework is a series of wonderware OMI libraries that are mated with PLC libraries from multiple manufacturers. The welcome screen here shows our smart city, and the various badges that are displayed here represent the different silos that could be a potential in a city. We've got wastewater treatment, water treatment, data centers, universities, airports. On the roadmap, we have irrigation, building management, and hydroelectric. Here we can see our KPIs for our smart cities, our EMS utilization, our bus utilization, our train utilization, public energy consumption, public Wi-Fi, parking capacity. All these help a city manager or a city director see what's happening in the city. During a time of crisis, the command center could be moved to one of the remote locations, offering an auxiliary command center. In a typical modern city, the various utilities and infrastructure are isolated into silos. The data exchanged is merely at an enterprise level, typically either on paper or some report that is compiled manually. With Wunderlichville, we break down those silos of information. We create a system of systems where the information is shared electronically and aggregated. This sharing of data allows a transformation of data into information. Information allows intelligent action to be taken, increasing the efficiency at which the city operates. Let's talk a moment about navigation. Let's look at the wastewater demo as an example. As you can see, I clicked on the wastewater demo badge at the top and it took me right down to the wastewater overview. If I wanted to navigate a different way, I could navigate through the side panel. I could navigate through the drop-down menu, the buttons up top, or the individual KPIs to get right down to the level 3 where that KPI is actually placed on the screen. Once again, we can navigate through the bar up here, the slide-in panel in the tree here, or the major area buttons that we've put up here. Intuitive navigation allows an operator to find problems quickly and resolve them. Let's look at our wastewater demo to see an example of what our advanced diagnostics look like. We'll go to our fine screen building and look at screens. This module is called our ICM, or Intelligent Control Module. It is running 4 fine screens and 4 of the children are running. Let's induce a fault and see how we diagnose it. I'm going to put the truck out of place, and then we'll go and look at the diagnostics page and the condition steps. So right now, in order to return to pre-start checks and to restart the fine screens, I either need the truck in place or the truck in place bypass active. Let's go activate that bypass on the washer screen. Here we can see through the live video that there is in fact a truck in place. Let's go ahead and initiate the bypass. Notice the supervisor is still showing an abnormal state and that none of the children have started. Let's find out why. As you can see, the condition is true, but there is a delay timer on the step transition. Another 10 seconds, and we can see what happens. As we can see, the state has changed to running and running 3 fine screens. You can see here the steps that it could go to. Step 7, running all fine screens. Step 5, running 4 fine screens. Or step 11, no truck in place. This is the OR statement. This is an AND condition. So you can see how the ICM works to guide the operator through diagnostics in solving problems. Within WunderTech Operational Awareness Framework, there are certain modules that help control process. This is our IDC, or Intelligent Device Controller. It handles PID functions as well as demand sequencers for equipment sets. In this case, there are 5 pumps that make up the Intelligent Device Controller set for the influent pump station. We're going to use our low fidelity simulator, and we're going to increase our wet well level by 4 feet. Let's zoom in. As we can see, our process variable is already above the add mark. The control output is approaching the add mark. Once it crosses it, it will start the sequence to add another pump, in this case pump 2. As we can see, the first step in the sequencer is a delay time. Let's zoom out and watch that pump start. WunderTech Operational Awareness Framework also brings an information portal with it. From here, the influent pump station, I can hit the right-hand slide in, and we can see that there's a wiki style page that has all the pertinent information operations would ever want on the influent pump station, including P&ID drawings or any other document that the organization wanted to hold there, as well as the applicable standards that make up the system. The nice thing about this is as I change areas, I can hit that same slide in, and now it brings up the fine screen area because I'm in the fine screens. So like everything else, this is context that changes with the area or with the focus of the operator, giving them information at their fingertips that's relevant to them at the time they need it. Let's use our water distribution demo to demonstrate the map app and GIS integration. Here you can see a map of the Las Vegas Valley and a couple of the water distribution pump stations that are on there. We can zoom in and we can see different details based on the clutter or declutter of the zoom level we're at. So at this zoom level, we get a little more information. We can see the alarm borders. We can see the number of pumps running. We can see data from the chemical analyzer. Zooming in further, we can see the chemical injection, the service flow, the discharge pressure, and the reservoir level. Ultimately, we can click on it and get the schematic numeric display that everybody is used to. This is how Map App and GIS can assist your operations. Let's take a look at some of the data and diagnostic tools that are available. We'll go back to our wastewater demo. We'll drill right down into our influent pump station, and with a right click, we'll bring up the diagnostics on our influent wet well level. Here we can see IO information, area alarm information in real time, area alarm analytics, work order history, and our logbook entries. Here we have the Insight pane. This is actually the Insight application running in an OMI pane and allows the operator to pan and zoom the same as they would on any other trend client. Let's take a moment and talk about alarms and fault finding. Let's use our low fidelity simulator to trigger a fault within the fine screens. There's a small delay in this fault, and it will take a little bit for it to come in, but then we'll see a fault on our wastewater treatment plant, and we'll talk about how to navigate to where the actual issue is quickly and the various ways you can do it. There's our fault, and as we can see, the alarm aggregation from a system of systems standpoint allows us to see that we have an alarm within wastewater, and we can navigate to the wastewater site and then look at where that alarm is, and here be able to tell where it is in the children rather quickly. We found that pretty fast. Let's go back up and look at that again. Let's look at another way to get there. We can go to the alarm itself and we can hit the navigate button, and it takes us right to that fine screen diagnostic page. So there's several ways where you can find the faults and remedy them quickly. Let's talk about how Wunderlichville integrates with other applications. We're going to look at when Teletrac. We're going to go to our pump station once more, and we're going to look at the fuel levels and the run hours of the generator. They are manually recorded. Normally, an operator would go into the field with a handheld device, observe the fuel level, enter the fuel level into the handheld device, and enter the run hours. Then that would sync with Teletrac. Instead of a handheld device, we're going to use a VM that's set up to do the same thing. We'll go to Procedures on Demand, the Generator 1 Daily, and assign it to me. This will walk me through the procedure. First is the fuel level. We're going to set it at 3/4 full, hit the next button, and then the run hours we're going to set to 237. That completes the procedure. We confirm the entry, and then we sync. Here we see the values have updated as well as the date and time they were recorded. This brings mobile rounds and stranded assets back into System Platform where they can be historized and analyzed. Let's take this opportunity to talk about WunderTech Operational Awareness Framework and how it can help with energy management, whether it's at the device level or the corporate level. First, let's start with the device level. We'll drill down into our influent pump station. We'll right-click, bring up the diagnostic page, and here we can see a bunch of information about how the device is performing, what power it's using, what utility rate there is, and a historical power usage over the last 7 days. Now let's look at the corporate side. We can look at our university badge, where here we've got one university compared to another university with regards to their energy usage, their outage, their resiliency, their current performance on CO2 emissions, district energy efficiencies, H2O, and green power.
We hope you enjoyed watching it as much as we enjoyed making it. Please contact us on LinkedIn or at our website, www.wmeng.com. From me and all of the employee owners at Wunderlichville, we hope you choose to follow us on LinkedIn and subscribe to us on YouTube so you get notified of more of these great videos. Thanks and have a good day.